Welcome once again to the Zach Carpenter Coach Show here on the Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Omby. Check us out every week on YouTube. Just look for BCHS.TV or Bradley Central Basketball. Coach Zach Carpenter Show, anything like that, you'll find it. When you get there, if you'll hit that subscribe button, you'll be notified anytime we have other shows for your presentation that we've had here on the Bear Network. Coach, let's talk about where the season's going. We're through the district. You won the regular season district. You won the district championship, which we were heavily favored to do. And we were preseason pick, and with the returns we had and so forth, things went really good, and we took care of business, as you would say. We began play now Saturday night for the boys, region first round, and we've hit the elimination point of the season.
Yeah.
It is win or go home.
Yeah, that's right. Survive and advance.
Yep. And you don't want to see those seniors play their final game, but and it'll be here at Bradley too. We'll talk about that in a minute. But we're going to play Cleveland High School, our biggest rival by far, for the third time. Beat them by 3 over there, beat them here by 10 or 12, something like that, seems like. I don't remember the exact score there. Playing them for the third time. I'm sure, here's what they're thinking when they come over there, and we're going to beat the Badley Bears, they call us, you know. Not Bradley, but Badley Bears, and upset us in our season. That's their thought.
Yeah, you know, when it gets to tournament time, crazy things happen. It happens every year in March Madness. You know, it's going to be March 1st when we get there, so, you know, it is survive and advance, win or go home, you know, all the sayings that they have. So, you know, we got to be ready to put our best foot forward on Saturday night because we know we're going to get their best punch.
It'd make their year and their season. You know, they're upside down record-wise, not had a stellar year like they would like to have, but and nowadays, with Huddle and you film games, they film games, now with Huddle, there is no secrets. And it's a matter now of who's going to execute the game plan, be it on offense or playing the defense. There's nothing new to look at, you know. No,
there's not a whole lot different going on with our team especially. You know, I can't speak for them, but
yeah.
You know, what we do is what we do, and you know, like you said, there's plenty of film out there for people to see and scout. And who is going to go out there and execute their game plan and be able to execute on the offensive end, defensive end the best?
Well, it's all about execution. What's your biggest concern about the Raiders at this point in the season right now?
You know, they can get hot. You know, they've got shooters. They got guys that can attack the basket. You know, we got to do a nice job of staying in front of the ball, staying out of rotations, limiting them to one shot, and then just coming down on the offensive end and being able to execute our offense.
Well, it's going to be fun. You're finished the season in a great way. We went through early season. We was up, had 5 or 6 wins to start off the year. Then we lost 5 in a row. Had some injury issues and things like that. Come back and played pretty consistent ball. But boy, the last 8 games, which were all wins to wrap up the season years, including 2 games in particular we'll talk about. One, East Hamilton in the championship final Saturday night at Howard. We'd faced them twice and beat them twice. But they are a challenge, you know, and they could make some noise in the region moving forward too. But you played real well there at Howard. And then the game before that, though, 2 games before that, the Catholic game, Knox Catholic game here, we lost up there by 1 point. And that's one of those games, and I've heard you say this, you know, if we'd had that one more rebound, we could have got even or maybe gone ahead and won that game. Didn't. But down here, we beat them by about 20, 25 points. And that was one of the most complete games we've had all year. Defensively, offensively, we was crashing the boards, we was taking care of business, not making dumb turnovers and things like that. And to me, that was a super, you know, ego-building kind of thing for the team to say, hey, we can play, because we'd gotten behind some games like up there and could not get over the hump. Now, East Hampton, we were down 9 points second half.
Yeah.
We never quit. Resiliency, and we come back, and it's like a mental mindset the guys had. Hey, we can win this game.
Well, I think, you know, the Knox Catholic game is senior night.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had focused in on that one. You know, it was a get-back game for us. They had got us early in the year.
Right.
You know, we wanted to get them back. And B, it was just being able to send our seniors out the right way. You know, we talked on that, like, guys, you know, the time is coming to an end.
Yeah.
Take advantage of every day that you have. And seniors, this is going to be your last regular season home game that we have. So we wanted to send them out the right way. And they were locked in, they were focused, and everybody, you know, wanted to do that. And then going to the East Hamilton game, you know, I didn't think we did a great job of executing for about the first 26 minutes of the game.
2.5 quarters or so, or
I'd say
more than almost.
End of the fourth quarter. The last 5-6 minutes of the game, I thought we were locked in.
Yep.
We were able to turn them over. We came down and finished plays, got stops when we needed to. So I thought that those last 6 minutes we were really locked in and focused. Now before that we weren't, in my opinion. And I told them, guys, you come out there and it's postseason time now. You can't have days like this.
Right.
You've got to be ready to go at all times. And you know, when it gets to the postseason, you don't get any do-overs.
No, that's right. And you hit on a good point there. And something clicked there in the fourth period. The two key plays that keep coming back to me is the block by Caden and then his breakaway and a score and a foul call. You know, that put us ahead. That was when we took the lead there finally again. Another big play was when Tyrese blocked it and Caden took it and scored again. And I think was foul again on that play.
He had two big and ones down the stretch.
Yep.
He did.
And then at the end of the game, we had Caden stepping up to 2 free throws and Tyrese stepping up to hit 2. And something that jumped out at me looking at the stats and talking about the game was Tyrese with 8 blocks.
Yeah.
I've renamed his Skyreese now. Not Tyrese, he's Skyreese. So you tell him that he's got a new name. I'll call him that on the radio for Saturday night, Skyreese. So, but it was just one of those, you could just sort of see it and sense it, hey, we're going to win this game.
But we've been in that position before.
Yeah.
You know, Knox Catholic, for instance, we were down 17 in the fourth quarter and cut it to 1.
Yeah.
So I told him, I think I called timeout, and we were down 7 or 8, something like that. And I said, guys, we've been here before. Yep. Now, what are we going to do with it? Are we going to come out here and show them who we really are, or are we going to keep just, you know, kind of treading water, and just kind of leave it up for chance? And I thought they responded well, came out a little more focused there towards the end of the game, and were able to finish plays.
Well, that was a timeout you call her, I think, is watching the game. We had it on the radio, of course, but it was, you just feel the momentum shift there, and I knew then that we were going to come back. We had a good chance to win. I didn't know if we was going to win or not. One huge factor to me as a fan, and I'm not know anything about coaching, moving forward, a key thing we've got to have is to keep our stars out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
We seem like every game now lately, that one of the big three, I call them, rides a pine a lot with you over there because he's got 2 fouls early or whatever, and it's different players, different times. But and sometimes, I know as a player, it's got to be frustrating. You go down, you take a shot, and you get fouled, but don't get called. Then you react. You know, you're not striking out, but you're reacting. You know, you're frustrated, and going back down the court, you bump a little too hard. Well, you get fouled then. Yeah. So you made 2 mistakes. You know. But
yeah, and that comes back to discipline.
Yeah,
you know, we've got to do a better job of being more disciplined on the defensive end, and not reacting. Don't let one mistake turn into 2 mistakes.
Right. Forget
just
about
play
it.
through it. I tell them all the time, guys, you cannot affect a referee's whistle. Like, you're not going to change it. Right. I'm not going to change it. So we just got to go out there and adjust to how they're calling the game and be able to play through it.
Well, it's like we said, it's do or die. You know, win or go home one. You can't have a down period. You can't have a scoring drought. Kent Smith always said, basketball's a game of runs.
It is.
The team who gets the best run, the last run, in a close game is going to win it. You know, and who's got, just like you say, the most disciplined team who can execute and take care of the ball, crash the backboards and get that one extra rebound. And we've done a fantastic job rebounding lately. I mean, with the size we have in there, there's no excuse for not having rebounds, you know. And offensive rebounds, that's the great thing.
I agree. You know, that's one thing that it doesn't take a whole lot of skill to do.
Right.
Now, there is some skill to being able to read the ball and everything, but you know, it's just you got to want to go do it.
Exactly.
Put forth the effort, and I think our guys have done a pretty good job of that.
Well, they have, especially here lately, and it's just like I've heard coaches say, we don't want to peak too early. We want to peak at the right time, and it's sort of trending the right way for us, you know, with 8 straight wins over some really good teams, and some teams that are sort of so-so, but hey, it's that time of year, you don't really have a choice about who you face for the most part, but you got to, it's more about, and I've heard maybe you or Roots, it's not so much about the other team, it's about our team doing what we have to do and executing our game plan, you know.
Yeah, and that's something we talk about daily in practice. You know, what are we willing to do to reach our goals?
Yeah.
Are we willing to do anything we can to reach our goals? Whether that's setting good screens, you know, finding the open shooter, maybe passing up a good shot for a great shot, being the loudest person on the bench, you know, getting our bench into it, defensive chance, things like that. What are we willing to do? Are we willing to take those next steps and grow in the right direction? I think you've seen steps of growth over the season in that right direction. And I just can't be more proud of these guys.
Well, the thing too, we're going to have a good crowd here Saturday night, I feel sure, but we love to see the Thunder Dunks, I call them, you know. But it's just 2 points. It doesn't mean a whole lot if you're up by 20 or down by 30, you know, rah, we got to dunk, you know. But boy, and if it's a close game and it's a significant time in that game, it really gets a crowd fired up.
Yeah.
And the players know that, and you hear them too. I mean, you can't even hear yourself talking to the players in the huddle sometimes. It's a noise in there. And that's what's enthusiastic about the game. And we've had some great crowds this year, Bradley.
Yeah, we really have, and I look forward to another great crowd on Saturday night. Anytime Bradley, Cleveland get together, it's going to be a hostile environment. Those are the ones you want to play in. Those are fun. They're great. I love playing them as a player,
yeah.
And I love coaching in them.
Oh, you played in a lot of those back in the day, you know, all the way to the state finals there. And Friday night, we have a big crowd here. Friday night for the girls, and they're going to be playing McMinn County for the third time. We're going to be playing Cleveland for the third time Saturday night. So I look for big crowds here both nights because these are elimination game, folks. Both home at Bradley. 7 o'clock tip-off for the girls Friday, the boys Saturday. You win there, the girls move on to Monday. They'll play that at Cleveland High as a semifinals of the region. The boys move on to Walker Valley to play Tuesday. Tuesday in the semifinals, the boys. The winners then would play Wednesday for the girls and Thursday for the boys. Then you take a chance in the sub-state.
Yep. So it's here. Postseason's here. You know, survive in advance.
I remember talking. We had a preseason conversation like this. You know, now it's just a snap of.
It goes by in a hurry.
It sure does. But we're playing our best ball, I think, of the year. Do you agree? You think we're playing our best ball of the year?
I think we are. You know, I do think that they're obviously coaches are never satisfied. There's things we can always clean up, whether it's turnovers or giving a little more effort on this play or that play, getting a rebound. But, you know, I like the way our team is playing. I love our chemistry right now, and you know, I think we're trending in the right direction.
They're finding the open man, too. A lot of assists and everything.
We're doing a great job of sharing the ball, and guys are stepping up, making shots. And you know, I think you see that in the result when you look at our field goal percentages and things like that.
And right now, so much of the game is being smart, playing smart, seeing the guy, you know, offensively, defense, seeing the guy that you got to stop or you got to get the ball to. You take care of your part of the game, and your teammates take care of theirs, and everything will work out fine.
Yeah, that's another thing we talk about all the time is doing your job.
Yeah.
Whatever your job is, do your job. And I think the guys have responded well to that. And another thing is staying connected. I think that they've gotten really close, and they're connected right now. And you know, just stay connected. Everything that we do, we're connected.
Well, this is the time of year you got to have that. You sure don't need any problems there, and it looks like we're doing extremely well with the team, and just got to win.
Yep, that's right. That's the name of the game right now. Win.
We'll have this conversation again next week because we're going to win Saturday night, and the girls are going to win Friday night. We'll do this conversation again next week. Probably be at the time after we wrap up the region or get close to the end of the region before we sub-state, hopefully, and see how both teams are doing there and go from there.
Sounds good.
Coach Zach Carpenter, appreciate you as always, buddy, for being here for our weekly coaches show. And we'll do this again next week. Until then, this is Gary Olney saying so long. And I'd like to thank Mr. Gwen Shroyer, the professor we call him, for all the help he has in making these shows possible back here with the students and him. And he'll be through NFHS Friday and Saturday night. You'll be able to view the game and hear our audio from Mix 104.1. So keep that in mind too. Till next time, this is Gary Olney saying so long for now. God bless and go back.